I am super excited you are here right now. Today we're going to discuss intermittent fasting and exactly how to do it. This is a continuation series, so if you just stumbled across my page and you do like this content, remember to subscribe to my channel for more educational videos on nutrition. I do preach low glycemic nutrition with intermittent fasting, and I upload free exercise routines that you can do from home. So let's hop right to it. Now, the 16-8 method is the method that I do myself and I preach to my clients. We will jump into that here in 1 second. The second option is the 5-2 method. The third is the eat and stop method. And the last option is the 24. As you can see, I have content beneath the 16-8 because that is the one I suggest to people that have never done it before. Once you start there, then you can dabble into other territories. However, the most balanced approach, the easier transition from non-intermittent fasting to intermittent fasting is going to be the 16-8 method because you are only fasting for 16 hours. Your eating window is 8 hours. So that doesn't mean that you're grazing all throughout the 8 hours. It means that we are eating 2 to 3 meals within that 8-hour eating window. Now, you choose your own window. A lot of my clients have crazy work schedules and they may be working second shift, third shift, whatever the case may be. You choose your own window according to your schedule, what you're going to be able to maintain. I tell people all the time, I don't care what Joe Schmo's telling you to do and what they do. What they do is not what you need to do because you need to do whatever's going to be able to be maintainable and enjoyable. You don't want to start on anything in terms of exercise or nutrition that you cannot stand doing, that you're miserable doing, because you're never going to be able to maintain it. Can I get an amen? Please drop it in the comments. Now, with the 16-8 method, 9 times out of 10, people will start with 3 meals, and that's what I suggest to everyone. Initially, when you embark on this, if you're someone like myself, before I did intermittent fasting, I was eating all throughout the day, 6-7 meals a day. I was ravenous. I felt like I need to wake up, I need to eat. Then 2 hours later, I need to eat. I just ate, I need to eat again. Like, I could not get satisfied for the life of me. I just thought, well, I'm muscular, I need all the nutrients, I need all these calories. That's not the case. My hormones were all out of whack. No one should feel hungry all throughout the day. It's no way to be. So this is a way that you can correct that imbalance, that hormonal imbalance, and the feeling like you need to eat all the time. But with that being said, it's not an easy transition day one to just go cold turkey. I'm going to fast for 16 hours. I'm not going to eat my first meal until, let's say, noon. So what I tell people initially, that first day or two, if you need to have your eating window be 12 hours the first day, then 10 hours, then you get to 8 hours by day 4 or 5 or 6, that's fine. You just ease your body into it the best way you can. So again, although someone tells you from day one, you got to just do it, that is not reality. You do whatever is best for you, okay? So a lot of people the first couple days, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to eat. And I'll tell you that typically the best way to do it is to push back your first meal. So if you have a normal schedule, you wake up around, let's say 6 a.m., like a lot of people do typically, then you would push your first meal back. You would have your first meal, we'll say meal 1 at 12. Then meal 2 will be at about 3 or 4. And then meal 3 will be at about 7:30, 8. Okay? So that is a typical breakdown of the ideal plan. Now, that's not to say some of my clients don't do like a 10 a.m. to 6. That's what a lot of my clients do because they go to bed pretty early. So you do whatever you got to do. But if you need to move that ahead, first meal at 10 a.m. and then, as you go along, then you can do noon. So that's the ideal way of eating, okay? Ideally, you want to work out in the morning on an empty stomach. That is going to be the most bang for your buck. That's going to be down the line in this series on exactly why that is most beneficial to do to expedite the muscle gain, the fat loss process. And I know you might hear that. You might think there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to work out on an empty stomach and having fasted. No way, no how. Yeah, it takes some time to get there, but I tell you what, that is the only way I like to work out now. When I eat first and then I work out, even if I've digested it for a couple hours, I feel so weighted down. So exercise in the morning if you can, break your fast, post-workout within an hour or two, and then you're going to stay low glycemic with your food choices. Again, I will link a low glycemic food chart in the content below. And then also hydrating. So that is key to remember when you embark on this journey before you break your fast, to consume plenty of liquids. So the next video that we do will cover all the acceptable liquids during your fast. I think a lot of people are trying to do like their aminos and, a little bit of energy drink and all the things, and they don't realize that that actually breaks their fast. So that'll be in the next series that we do. And for now, just want to discuss the other options here. So again, I preach 16-8. A lot of times that shortens down just organically to about an 18-6, where you're fasting for 18 hours, you eat for 6. Just kind of naturally happens that people want to only eat 2 large meals within a shorter period of time, and that's fine. And again, this is not something you're going to do every single day until the day you die, because like with anything else, your body gets used to it. We need to tweak the plan. We need to adjust the plan. So you're not going to be fasting every day forever. And that's also why you need to work with a coach if you're uncertain and unclear when that time of tweaking should be, that you actually have some kind of a nutrition coach or a friend that's really aware of the science that goes on in your body, and you're not just rolling solo, because I think that's where the gray area is, and people that do not like intermittent fasting think that this is like a forever thing, and that you're fasting and you're depriving and you're starving your body and it shouldn't be starved, and it's nothing like that. Goes so deeper on a scientific level of all the benefits of detoxification, cognitive function, all the things that aren't just even relevant to weight loss. So we'll touch on all that in the future videos. But the 5-2 method, you do 5 days of normal eating with 2 days of eating only 500 calories. For me, that doesn't seem too enjoyable. So again, this is your journey. You do whatever feels right for you, whatever's maintainable for you. Some people might think that that's ideal. For me, not so much. The third is the eat stop method. You fast for 24 hours for either 1 or 2 days out of the week. The other days you eat normal. Now, 24-hour fasts are gold for autophagy, which is your body's cellular recycling process. Again, detoxification, cleansing benefits. But on a day-to-day, weekly basis, is that the approach that I want to take? No. Is that the approach that most of my clients want to take? No. Not to say it's not yours. So you do whatever's true to you. Now, number 4, 24 method, 20 hours of fasting, 4 hours of eating. So like I said, the sweet spot's between this one and this one. I think it's really an 18-6 is what I find people typically do. They enjoy, they feel the best doing. And, sometimes you might find yourself doing this depending on how busy you are. You can still eat 2 meals in 4 hours. But, again, you don't want to go so low calorie and feel like you need to shove all this stuff in your body in a 4-hour period. Most people don't feel they can do that. So, again, you do whatever's best for you. Now, I'm going to conclude there because we want to keep these short, snappy, and focused on the point. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, drop it in the comments below. And remember to click the notifications button so you can get notified on the next video in the series. Have a great night, and we'll talk soon.